Hello, worship team. Coming up in the next few months, we are going to be upgrading the front of house audio console in the worship center. Now, along with this upgrade is going to come a couple of new things, new capabilities for our team that I wanted to let you know about. The first one is our audio mix for our online stream is now going to be mixed by a dedicated broadcast mixer. Now, this won't affect hardly any of you. Unless you serve on the audio team, this really isn't going to affect you much. It will affect all of our viewers because now instead of having just a static image of the house mix sent to the online stream, we're now going to have a custom mix of the audio that will be broadcast out with the video from our Sunday morning services and any production that we do within the worship center. The second thing is a big change that's going to impact a lot of people on the team and primarily those who are musicians, though not exclusively. When we upgrade the front of house audio mixing console, we are also going to move to a new in-ear mixing system called Klang Immersive In-Ear Monitoring. There are two things that are really unique about Klang. Number one, they make an app interface that is incredibly user-friendly. They've put a lot of thought and attention into the controls and the functions that they give you, and it makes getting a great sounding mix exponentially easier than it's ever been before. Here in just a moment, I'm going to walk you through the interface and give you an opportunity to download the app yourself so that you can try it out and be practicing in the weeks leading up to this change. The second thing that they allow for is a 3D in-ear monitoring experience. So instead of just spreading instruments between your left and your right ear, which most of us aren't even doing right now, most of us are just working off of a mono mix. But Klang allows for a stereo mix, yes, but then they also allow for a 3D mix, meaning you can put any instrument anywhere in space around your head. This allows for a greater degree of separation between each of the instruments, giving more clarity to each individual instrument. There's a lot of proprietary processing power that Klang developed to make this possible that you never have to think about because of the user interface that they've developed. So let's talk about how to get you up and going with a demo of Klang for yourself. The first thing that you're going to want to do is check the description below this video. I've included a link to Klang's website and to a list of videos and webinars that they've put together. In fact, this is the page that I have up on the screen right now. If you go to this page, this link should take you directly to this page. If it just takes you to the support page, what I recommend is come here to where it says product, hit the drop down bar and select app. That will bring up the 12 videos that are specific to those who are going to be running the Klang software on the app. Once you're at this page, the first thing I recommend you do is watch the first video here called Experience Immersive In-Ear Mixing Klang Audio Demo. Everything else on this page is just for those of you who want a deeper dive. This first video is something that is going to apply and appeal to really just everyone on the team. It's a less than 4-minute video and it gives you a really great overview. The second thing, go to the second link in the description under this video, and I've included a link to the Klang app and all the relevant app stores. This is a great thing about Klang. You can run it on iOS, you can run it on Android, you can run it on a desktop, you can run it on a phone, you can run it on a tablet, you can run it on a laptop. This is a really great and powerful tool that gives you lots of control over your mix and really empowers you to get a great sounding mix in your ears every time. The other thing that's great about it is you can create a user profile within Klang that saves your mix so that every time you come to serve, you're going to start exactly where you were before. So let's go over to my iPad now, and I'm going to give you an overview of what Klang looks like on the iPad. Okay, when you initially open the app, of course, this is not the first time that I've open the app, but it's going to give you the option to choose who you are. Are you an audio mixer? Are you a musician? Are you an admin? For the purposes of demo, just go ahead and choose that you're a musician. Once you've identified yourself within the app, hit demo mode, and you can already hear the song that's playing here. What's great is now you get an opportunity to hear what the different types of mixes sound like. So if you hit mono, you're going to hear pretty much what you're used to hearing all the time anyway. Stereo will give you more of a spread of the instruments, and going to 3D mode is now where you're really going to experience the sound around you. Now the sound is subtle, and really you're going to hear more once you're in 3D mode and you kind of set things up. You'll hear more whenever you go back to stereo mode. You're really going to hear the difference there. But I recommend pull out, if you've got your own in-ear monitors, go ahead and pull them out and plug them in. If you don't have in-ear monitors, just get the best pair of earbuds or headphones or whatever you have so that you can test out the app. Now let me kind of walk you through the interface here a little bit. You'll also see this in the video. There are 4 different options here on the left side. What you're going to do is this stage option right here. It shows you a picture of your head. So as you look at the app, this is a picture of your head. And you can take anything in the mix and put it anywhere around you. So let me just grab the lead vocal right here. If I wanted the lead vocal just like the most primary thing in my mix, I could put it right here in the center of my head, and that's going to be the thing that sticks out the most. Now let's say I'm a vocalist and I'm singing with other vocalists. I can take the other vocalists and I can move them next to me here. Maybe I want to spread them out, and maybe I want to spread them way far out. So what I'm doing here is I've got both hands and I'm grabbing both the left channel and the right channel, and I'm spreading these out. The other thing that's pretty cool, let's take the keys right here. We've got keys left and right. Say you get the keys where you want them, but you want to spread the stereo image out a little bit. Well, just hold down the right channel, grab the left one and move it around, and now you can move the keys into the position where you want them, and they'll spread out farther, and you can bring them, let's see here, grab them here, you can bring them closer together. So there's a number of different things that you can do, and I just recommend you practice and get a feel for what these things do within the app. If you tap stage again, it'll bring up an actual stage picture where now you can start to move the objects above your head and below your head. And so that's what this section is going to do right here. You can put it down below kind of the level plane there, or you can put them above. You can spread things out a little more if you want to. So it gives you a number of different ways to move objects within 3D space. Now you might be asking, okay, well that's great, but I've got the lead vocal. No matter where I put it, it's just overpowering. Well, the second page is what you're going to be used to seeing in the mixing software. So the second page is where you actually see the fader view, and here is where if you needed less of, say, the lead vocal, you just grab it and pull that down, or more, grab it and pull it up. You also have your crowd mics and reverb. You have everything together there. One of the things too that the front of house engineers can do is they can build groups that you can access on this page, and you can adjust groups instead of having to adjust individual microphones. The second section is just a meter page so that you can see the levels of the different inputs coming in. And then the configuration page is going to be less relevant at this point. We'll talk more about that as we get closer to integrating the system. But I hope this is a helpful tool for you. Take some time. We don't have a firm date on when all of this is going to happen. I'm hoping that all of this will be in place and functioning by Easter. And of course, I'll keep you updated as things develop. In the meantime, take a few minutes. You could do all of this in 10 minutes. You could sit and watch the video, download the app, play around with it a little bit. It's a quick thing that you can do to start to kind of get your head around some changes that we're going to be making to our in-ear mixing system.